Welcome to round number 1 of the 1999 Michelin Pro Rally Championship Series, the Snowdrift Pro Rally from Atlanta, Michigan. Sit back, enjoy, and learn more about this growing motorsport of pro rally. Rallying is the second most popular spectator sport in Europe, sometimes drawing millions of roadside fans to each event. Recently, here in the U.S., growing numbers of spectators and competitors are catching on to this wild type of motorsport. Pro Rally offers fast cars, thrills and spills, but what makes it quite unique is that they race on real roads in real cars. Real cars meaning that they're fully licensed for street use. Matter of fact, some Pro Rally drivers even drive their cars to work. A popular phrase that sums up the sport of Pro Rally is real cars, real roads, real fast.
Fundamentally, rally as we know it here within our Pro Rally community is cars running one at a time on closed public roads against each other and against the clock at 1 minute or 2 minute intervals, but it's not side-by-side racing on the road. It's a very spectacular competition to watch. Many of the roads are dirt, gravel, or in this case snow, which leads to some pretty wild driving styles. So from a spectator standpoint, very entertaining to watch, and it also televises very well.
There are many different types of cars that race in Pro Rally events. Lower horsepower front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, and high-power all-wheel drive vehicles. To keep it fair for all competitors, the Sports Car Club of America, the SCCA, has developed 5 national classes. Group 2 class is for lower horsepower two-wheel drive vehicles that must have an adjusted engine displacement limited to 2,400 cc's. Group 5 class, again two-wheel drive vehicles, but with an adjusted engine displacement limited to 5,100 cc. Production class features primarily two-wheel drive cars that must be virtually unaltered from the original automobile, except for safety equipment. The adjusted engine displacement is limited to 2,650 cc. Production GT class is similar to production class, but the cars are more powerful, usually all-wheel drive, and are allowed adjusted engine displacements over 2,650 cc's. Now, open class is where virtually anything goes. The class consists mostly of very powerful all-wheel drive vehicles, some exceeding 400 horsepower. 38 cars started the Snowdrift Pro Rally from downtown Atlanta and headed out to the first stage, which is a 2.71-mile twisting snow-covered back road just south of Atlanta. The stage is one of 16 that will be run throughout the day. Since these stages are everyday roads traveled daily, they are closed in advance to assure that they are obstacle-free and, most important, traffic-free. Once the stage is clear, the cars are ready to rally. Pro Rally doesn't consist of side-by-side racing. Instead, cars race individually against the clock. No speed limits of any kind apply on these special stages, so these rally cars can achieve speeds well over 100 miles per hour. If you haven't noticed, there's a passenger in each rally car. These passengers are the co-drivers or navigators. What does a navigator do? No one better to explain than an actual navigator.
Co-drivers wear a number of different hats during an event. During the non-competition portions of the rallies, during the service halts and during the transits between the special stages, we're the timekeepers. It's our responsibility to make sure that the team is where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be there. Once we enter into the stage where the competition takes place, my job is to make sure that Wayne goes as fast as he can. And in order to do that, I need to be able to read the instructions in the route book as completely as possible, using as few words as possible, because he is very busy looking out down the road and he's not interested in hearing me chattering in his ear. So I have to say the instructions just as succinctly as possible, so that when he comes up upon it, the car is prepared and we can go around the corner just as quickly as we can. 3, 2, 1, go! 310, 98 right.
racer's seat is exciting, but watching a pro rally event is an experience in itself. All seats are trackside and absolutely free, but some safety rules do apply.
I'm the spectator safety steward for this event, and that means that my job is to stand here and make sure those people who come out to watch and have a good time do so in a safe manner. Primarily a job is we find them the safe places to stand and make sure they stay in the safe places. Obviously we're watching to take them out of what we call a zone of impact, where if the car moves, the car's going to go into. And usually it's a pretty easy job to do because we just have them stand on the inside of the turn. That's always a safe place to be. We're all here to have a good time, to enjoy the rally, to enjoy the cars driving fast on what have proven to be really slippery roads.
After these messages, see how rally drivers cope with the ice-covered roads of Michigan at the 1999 Michelin Snowdrift Pro Rally. And we're back to the 1999 Michelin Snowdrift Pro Rally from Atlanta, Michigan. A winter rally means that many teams are going to be driving a little more cautious.
Yeah, the roads are pretty slick right now. There's a decent amount of glaze ice, and it's only going to get worse tonight because it's been pretty warm today, so it's just going to freeze up and it's going to be even more slippy tonight, especially on the repeated stages. So it's careful plan, go slowly.
Slick roads mean that many teams will be encountering many surprises on their way. Check out this team, Scott Carlborn and Dale DeWall. They had a close call on stage 1 in their Jeep Comanche. The incident left the team stumbling to the end of the stage with 2 flats and only 1 spare. They later had to retire from the rally. Others had off-road excursions as well. After 7 stages, the top-running competitors with the quickest times are not those of the open class, which one might expect, but that of the production GT class. The Mazda 323 GTX team of Tom Otte and Pat McGarvey is in the lead, and close behind is Gail Truce and Patty Hughes, also in the GTX. Other class leaders include the production class team of Carl Scheibel and Gail McGuire in their Gulf GTI. Group 5's Henry and Cindy Kolakowski in a Dodge Shadow. And Group 2's Wayne and Annette Pacheska in a VW Golf. We talked with Wayne and Annette to find out how they got into the sport of pro rally.
We became involved in rallying while we were both going to Michigan Technological University in the Upper Peninsula. At that time, we were workers for what was the Press On Regardless rally. Started out as workers. Many volunteers are needed to put on a rally. Several hundred are necessary for a rally of that size, or for the one that we have here this weekend. So after working as marshals, as they're called, for rallies for 2 years, I started working as a service crew member for a team that was running an Audi Fox, and they were from the Massachusetts area. After that, we graduated and we purchased a very reliable 1973 Saab 99 that we ran several times, and then we moved along to the Volkswagen products. And we've been running Volkswagen products for 9 years now, and I'm happy to say for the last 2 seasons we were the Central Division under 2-liter class champions.
Rallying is a grueling sport. Each rally can last anywhere from 10 to 20 hours, which is not only hard on the competitors, but also hard on the cars. So after a few stages, service crews are allowed to work on the cars in service areas, kind of like a pit stop. Here, the crew makes necessary adjustments to keep the car running top-notch. Many times, adjustments are needed just to keep the car running. Some quick remedies can be quite bizarre.
This has been keeping us alive all day long. Pouring gear oil in and flour and Coke on the clutch. Doesn't sound very appetizing, but it works.
As night falls, the teams get ready to head out once again. Stay with us. We're back to the 1999 Snow Drift Pro Rally from Atlanta, Michigan. As we mentioned earlier in the show, rally cars are very similar to the cars you and I drive daily. They are fully licensed and insured and have to meet all the requirements of any street-driven vehicle. There are safety modifications that need to be performed on the vehicle before it's ready to compete in a pro rally. Here are just a few examples. A roll cage must be installed. This protects the occupants in case of an accidental rollover or other mishap. A roll cage also strengthens the vehicle chassis and provides better handling. The roll cage is a very important piece of safety equipment. 5-point safety belts must also be installed. This keeps the driver and navigator in their seat no matter which direction the car is turned. Another very important safety feature. And of course, helmets and driver suits must be worn at all times when competing in a pro rally. Other modifications are made as well, not necessarily for safety, but to improve the performance of the vehicle. Many teams tweak their engines to the max, and high-performance suspensions are installed for unsurpassed handling. This extra horsepower and handling doesn't mean a thing, though, without the right kind of tires.
The tire here in my right hand would be used if you had clear gravel roads, no snow or ice on those, so this tire we will not be running this weekend. The next one here, this is a tire that would be used, you can see the big knobby blocks on it, a lot of void area in the tire. This would be used if we had sloppy conditions, slush, mud, something of that nature. The next one here, lots of open area again, but a lot of fine little grooves. This tire was an excellent tire to be used in fresh snow. And the last one here, and this will be the tire that we'll be running this weekend, is a good snow and ice tire. Lots of fine little grooves in it so that it can grab against any grip that there is on the road.
As night falls, the teams begin to feel the fatigue of rallying. Remember that the competitors have been rallying for over 10 hours at this point. Concentration becomes a key element. Endurance is tested. The off-road lighting on rally cars takes on an important role. Various lights are configured on front of the vehicle, each having a different type of beam pattern. Wide-angle lenses allows the team to see the sides of the road, and long-range, high-power straight beams allow them to see close to a mile in front of them. The goal in lighting is to make it look as much like daylight as possible.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It's 6/10. Sweep right. It will look straight.
Hopefully.
As the last stage is run, volunteers quickly tally up the competitors' times. The final results are posted moments later. Congratulations go out to Tom Oddie and Pam McGarvey in their production GT class Mazda 323 GTX. This team took home the honors as the overall winners of the 1999 Michelin Snowdrift Pro Rally. Other class winners include John Kemp and Brian Maxwell in the open class with their Audi Quattro. Carl Scheibel and Gail McGuire took the production class in their VW GTI. Group 5 winners were Henry and Cindy Kolakowski in their Dodge Shadow. And Wayne and Annette Prochaska in their VW Golf Clinch Group 2 class. So, does rallying sound like fun to you? Here's how you can get involved.
The best way to get involved with SCCA in general, which we try to emphasize participation in our events, be it as a driver, be it as a co-driver, or be as one of our officials at the events. You can get involved through any of our local regions around the country. The Detroit region, very large and one of our more important regions, which runs Snowdrift and a number of other similar sorts of events in the Michigan area, can be contacted, and you can get involved with them on a local level to get involved with Pro Rally, to get involved with our autocross program, to get involved with our amateur road racing program, as either a competitor or as an official. I think that once you get a chance to get out and take a look at the Michelin SCCA Pro Rally event, you'll agree that it really is one of the most entertaining motorsports you're likely to see, and it really is something that you can get involved with as a participant and not just as a spectator.
Don't hesitate to call the SCCA, Sports Car Club of America, at 1-800-972-6662 or check out their website at www.scca.org. This Snowdrift Pro Rally was the season opener for the 1999 Pro Rally Championship Series. Here is a list of the other championship events that will be held throughout the U.S. this year. Most of these Pro Rally events offer many types of road conditions: sand, dirt, and even pavement, offering spectators, workers, and competitors a variety of Pro Rally excitement. Check out some action from past Pro Rally events. They do run much faster when not on snow. SCCA Pro Rally. It's real cars on real roads, going real fast. Thanks for watching.